how strong Kate Ibrahim is through cover. Her favourite shot.
Yeah, there's three out on the leg side. You can think she could afford to come around the wicket and just tuck Kate Ibrahim up.
Finds the fielder, Kasparuk. Just the one.
Keep standing up, Craig, to a pace bowler. As a batsman, would you continue to look at using your feet just to generate that power and hope you don't miss it?
Oh, that's in the air, that's straight. And even with the fielder back, that's four. Wow, it doesn't get any straighter than that. This is so good. Satterthwaite right in her arc. She's showing some power.
This is a great knock so far from Amy Satterthwaite. Just shuffled across the wickets. She's getting the ball in the areas she wants to hit it. She has raced to 40 off just the 18 deliveries. Wellington kept them. Things to think about. There's a few voices out there now.
Lots of voices. The captain's that long on as well, so she's not even part of the conversation. Plenty of ideas coming from the fielders of how to bowl. No one putting their hand up. I can understand why. Still a pretty good over. Just a 6 from it for Singh. 50 up, 50 for 2.
ಅದು ಸಲ್ವೇತಾರ ಕಾಲಿಗೆ ಅದುಂಟಾడు ಕಾವನ್ ಸಲ್ವೇತ ಅಂತ ಆನೆಯ ನೀನು ಆನೆಯ ಆನೆ అయితే మంచిగా వలుస్తుంది
That wasn't ideal. I think I might be his only wicket, one-day international wicket out stump.
You know what, I actually remember that, because that was actually a bit of a change in the game for wicketkeeper standing up. Adam Gilchrist almost surprised himself. He took it 130 odd K, pushed it wider, enticed you down the ground. See you later.
Oh, so disappointing.
Sorry about that, bringing back some bad memories.
Let's erase that. 50 for 2, Magicians. Good start. This is a good contest. About a lot of matchups throughout this game, Katie. I like Kurt, Amy Satterthwaite. I like that matchup. 2 internationals, 2 white players. It's going to be intriguing.
I agree, Craig. Neely Kerr is one of those players that says to the captain, give me the ball, I want to do the job, and getting the wicket of Amy Satterthwaite will be a good feather on her cap. Both really intelligent players.
Ibrahim hasn't quite got going yet. 6 from 16. A terrific knock last night. Sometimes you like to think things just continue on how you met it the day before. It doesn't quite work like that. So she's just trying to find her rhythm in this innings. Right, there's 4 on the boundary. Protection. The flatter, it's the wrong end. A lot flatter. The wrong end's going to be a useful delivery to the left-hander.
Slip out. Have to point a lot finer to try and negate that reverse sweep of Amy Satterthwaite.
Again, she says yes. And good piece of fielding. Maddie Green, the skipper, just the one.
Satterthwaite will know she's just bowling those wrong ones going across her, so it gives her the chance to be able to come up with a game plan. And you can see there she's effectively sitting back waiting for it to spin away from her. It's really like that, just throw that leg spinner in and then keep her thinking.
In a touch fuller too, so she can't play it off the back foot. Guessing. Just the 3 from the over so far. It's been a good one by Kerr. Very precise with her field placings. Right, again. Just the 1, 2, 3, so 4 from it. 54 for 2. Scoring's been done by Amy Satterthwaite, 43 from 22. Terrific goal. She needs some help. It's a partnership of 36 from 32, so not a bad rate. 6 and over at the moment. Just the 2 wickets down through 9 overs. Away. Second to her last over, being very economical. Hard to get away.
0.67 runs and over. 2 overs in the power play, very miserly. Jane McMillan, active bowler on this wicket. It's effectively another spinner, isn't she, with the pace? Just a potential option. Amy Satterthwaite to play her like a spinner.
Like a spinner's field, long on and long off back. This time, just picks up the single to cover. Good batting.
Yeah, not many dot balls in Amy Satterthwaite's innings. Rotate the strike. It's just trying to get her timing on this wicket.
That's good. That's good. Scoreboard ticking over. It's amazing though, isn't it, Katie, how you can play so well one day and batting feels easy, come back the next day. It's completely different.
It's a cool game, isn't it? You want to feel good every day. One thing about playing against a side with so many White Ferns players in it, especially that one on screen, Sophie Devine, is how many runs do you actually need to be able to beat them? You know, you think 140, yeah, that might be enough, and then Sophie Devine whacks 108 overs and it's game over. So it's just that fine balance between not going too hard, losing wickets and not getting enough, but ensuring that you've got a defendable total that you'll be comfortable to try and defend.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of angle there. Just the one though. 5 singles in the over. Yeah, because sometimes you can go too hard, can't you? Looking, Sophie Devine's playing, we need 160, 170. Maybe 140 is actually a really good score. And I think the Magicians will back their bowling attack as well, who've shown some good form with the ball. Number of matchups in the lineup. Through cover should be 2, and it will be 2. 7 from the over. Singh's 4 overs are done and dusted. 61 for 2. That's where you rely on the experience and the knowledge of your players, Katie, as well. Satterthwaite, vastly experienced, international, domestic cricket. She'll know, and I'm sure that would have been filtered back through to the Magician's side, what she thinks a winning score is. Very often you hear about a par score. I like calling it a winning score. Get the score, we should win. It'll be interesting to know what that number is. 61 for 2 at the halfway stage. It might be that 130, 140. Obviously you have to get rid of Devine early if that is the case. Still some work to do over the next 10 overs. Jess Kerr going to come back into the attack. 1 for 14 from her 2 overs.
I like that, the winning score. You get enough to know that your bowlers can defend that. Jess Kerr, some really good slow ball options. Expecting to see that. There's plenty of movement in the field. Really good lead cutter, good off cutter as well. With the in-swing bowler, their hand pushes in, so just perfect for that. Just slowly roll the fingers over a bit more of the ball and quite deceptive to pick up.
Yeah, it is, and it also goes the opposite direction. It just goes away from the right-hander as opposed to swinging in. That swing in, up and over. That's a good blow, a really good blow by Ibrahim. She'll pick up 4, and that's her first boundary. Now she's into her work.
Yeah, lusty blow from Kate Ibrahim. Let the shackles go a bit, just in the arc. Bent her knees, got back, get that up and over the mid-off field, and it's raced away. Hagley Oval. Feel good, won't it?
Sometimes in an innings you just look one to the middle and you're away. It's amazing. Might be the shot. Kate Ibrahim sets her away. Sort of surface where you're talking about those variations and those slower balls, Katie, where useful deliveries on this sort of surface. Found many players over the last couple of days. Found batting that easy, made it look that easy. Finn Allen did it for a while. The Firebirds a little bit earlier. Toss, two's the call, finds the gap at mid-wicket. I have to say that so far in this innings, Amy Satterthwaite has probably been the pick. The 8 games we've had on the surface, she's made batting look the easiest out of anyone.
Yeah, well, every player that we've spoken to have said, oh, never feel in, it's a bit uncomfortable, and I'm sure if we went down and talked to Amy Satterthwaite, she'd say, what's everyone going on about? This is an easy game.
This is a good batting pitch. She is 47 off 25 with 9 fours. So she'll enjoy the surface. Good wee partnership, this 49 from 41. Just been ticking along, sort of. Brings up the 50 partnership. Excellent work from Satterthwaite and Ibrahim. Very good, 50 from 42. Important partnership for the Magicians. Gives them a real platform now. Try and push on for a big partnership that will get that total they're looking for.
Really sensible batting, no risk options for these two. It's a great player to bat with, Amy Satterthwaite. Brings the calmness, Kate Ibrahim brings the energy. Nice balance from each other. You get a bit fidgety as a player and Amy walks down and says, it's all good, mate, what's your options? You're like, oh God, there's plenty going on, where am I going to hit it? So she's very, very calming. I'm sure you've played with many players like that, Craig McMillan.
Yeah, a couple who weren't so calm as well. Oh, that's a full toss. Oh, look at that, found the gap. That's awesome timing. Awesome shot that. And that's 50. What a performance. 10th boundary off just 26 deliveries. Satterthwaite is in the groove.
Oh, what a way to bring up 50 for Amy Satterthwaite. Just full. Whack that through her favoured leg side. She's been calm, collected, led this really well. Timed the ball right from the start. She's probably still not happy with some of those middles, Craig, I can tell you that.
She's a hard taskmaster on herself at times. She is playing beautifully. 51 from 26, 10 boundaries. Just what the Magicians need. Discussion going on. Working out a plan. Making sure it's clear, it's precise. Time for a bit more spin to come into the attack for the Blaze.
That'll be one of the fastest domestic women's T20 50s. Just 26 deliveries bringing up that 50. Amy Satterthwaite. Not quite divine, but you know what? I think that second 50 might have been off about 10 deliveries. Can't all be fussy though, I guess. Great.
Kasparuk into the attack. Use of the feet. We saw a lot of that last night against Northern Spirit. Placement excellent. Oh, collision. Maddie Green, Millie Kerr.
Well, those two know each other very well, played at Brisbane Heat in the WBBL, but just a bit of lack of communication. Well, we're seeing one Wellington captain go off today. We don't want to see another one, Craig. It's quite common, don't we, that in T20 cricket, Captain Maddie Green, Wellington Blaze, fielding out in the boundary, really good fielder, good hands. Once was actually on the KFC Classic Catches, Craig McMillan for the White Ferns. She might have won that actually. So we catch the MCG down at Long On.
Excellent fielder. Use of the feet. Down to Maddie Green. Strong arm too, Maddie Green. These excellent fielders. Each side has two or three. She's world class.
Yeah. She also broke her finger catching a ball in Adelaide where the White Ferns absolutely belted Australia. I think they were out for 60 odd. She's got some good hands, caught the ball, threw the ball back, just ran off.
He ended up with concussion and was subbed out of the match, and then James Neesham also dislocated finger the last ball of the match. So a couple of nasty injuries you don't normally expect to see. 12 overs bowled, 77 for 2. This is Michael Bracewell who copped a ball in the head from James Neesham, and then that was the last ball of the game. Oh, look away if you don't like dislocated fingers. That looks sore.
Where was the warning there? Explicit video coming up. Goodness me, that was going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, not really the ideal way to finish a game. So, hopefully things aren't too bad and their recovery won't be too long for James Neesham and Michael Bracewell. Zara Jetley bowl some off spin coming into the attack.
KFC, Craig spoke about in New Plymouth 1990s tour where players would order KFC and all end up in the changing room when they get back. 1990s. I'll repeat that. In the 90s, Black Caps tour to Australia. 12th man ran on a piece of paper and sponsored by KFC. All the players put in their KFC orders and turned up into the change room, and where all the recovery drinks were, there was stacks and stacks of KFC. Word on the street is players also got a gold card to KFC.
Swung away and out. What a wicket! Jetley takes the wicket. Wow, that's big. Satterthwaite's on her way for 52. It's been a terrific innings. But look at the joy amongst the Blaze. They know how big that is. Crucial moment in this match.
Massive moment in this match. She's just dragged that across slightly wide by Jetley, and wow, what a wicket coming into this match. Zara Jetley. Great innings from Amy Satterthwaite. 52 off just the 28 deliveries, 78 for 3.
Jacinta Savage comes in at number 5 for the Magicians. Zara Jetley, young 19-year-old who got called into the side late because of the surface, has come on and got the big wicket of Amy Satterthwaite. He ended up just clothing it really, close the face, trying to go up and over. Look at the joy. Wow. Big moment.
Yeah, Jetley, it's her 5th match with the Blaze. Just her 3rd over, first wicket. Dream 11 Super Smash.
Doesn't get any bigger than that, Katie, in terms of your first wicket. She's smiling. Swung away, didn't know if there's any pad or glove on that. Just the one. It's called Wise.
There may have been a little tickle off the glove there. Sure I heard it. Not bad ears anyway, so everything's out or...
You're a keeper, that's why you want to be called runs. Use of the pace, well fielded. Jess Kerr, excellent behind point there.
Really disciplined building unit. Such a vital moment of this innings for Canterbury.
Toss, put away for 4. Nice way to finish the over. That was a freebie and Abraham didn't miss out. 86 for 3.
Yeah, not the finish. Jetley was after there. Katie Abraham used her feet nicely, got that on the full, and vacant space out there. Nearly 6, not too far away.
Been such a good over. Disappointing to finish it like that. All the good work. Not completely undone, because it was a big wicket and over. Big wicket in the first over. Zara Jetley, 19-year-old. Louise side. Didn't play the last match, so in addition to the playing 11. She's made an impact already. Jacinta Savage comes in at 5. She's got an important role to fulfill here.
Saw yesterday how important having an in-batter is for Canterbury. They were able to go hard back into the innings, and a couple of cheap overs here from Wellington on top of this game, but Katie Abraham with her still at the crease. Chance to get a good score here, Canterbury Magicians.
Away.
There's a lot riding on this game. Canterbury able to get up, they'll go top of the table. Some really good performances at home the last week. Katie Abraham, great hand in that yesterday, 84 not out. And there's no love lost between these two teams, Craig. Canterbury and Wellington, they love playing each other. Not as much as Auckland and Canterbury, but close enough.
Should be real competition. They're both at the top of the table. Imagine that's with most of the sides when they play plays. You know, 3-time defending champs, very dominant for a period of time. Women's T20 cricket. So these other sides around the country should be looking to knock them off that purge. Already been beaten once this season by the Northern Spirit, so that should encourage all the other sides around New Zealand.
Yeah, last season, Wellington 10 from 10, and the one that counted in the final. Yeah, Northern tipped them up, getting 4 off the last ball. We'll say it was guided through third man for Northern to get up. Medi Hyde. It's a shot guide, the guide down through third man, isn't it?
T20 shot. Swept hard and fine. Lovely shot. Work for Rebecca Burns to do. She'll pull it in. Piece of fielding, just a 2.
Chase for Burns. Struck a little bit. Knee injury. Up in warm-ups. Put it in the gap. Kerr does really well. Good speed and good throw. That is an excellent piece of fielding. And danger if they decided to come back for 2. Yeah, great throw from Mealy Kirk. Straight over the top there. Deep pockets here at Hagley Oval. Quick release. Oh, if it was tight into the stumps, Abraham may have been in a little bit of trouble. Good fielding.
Three for 3. Right, let's have a look at the points table. Super Smash, Blaze at the top. 4 wins from their 5 matches, but the Magicians close by. Not much between those top 4 sides. Top 3 sides qualify for finals. Top side gets a home final, so really got, I'm going to say, the sparks, the spirit, the hearts mapping it out for that finals berth. Nice close competition. What do you reckon, Katie?
It is a close competition. Still a few games in hand for some of those teams. Maybe 5th and 6th. 5th maybe. It's good to see such a close run competition. You see the men's competition, the Kings have done really well over the last few games. Near enough cement, push the spot up later.
Just need a bit of momentum. T20 cricket, that's what it's all about. Get on your winning ways. Tight competition. So just the one lucky enough to have batsman Cam Fletcher come in and do a bit of commentary. Cam, thanks for your time.
Yeah, thanks for having me on board. Great day for it out there. The cricket this morning was pretty exciting stuff, so thanks for having me.
Must be a good feeling within the camp. It was a good win, wasn't it? First time the Firebirds have been beaten this season.
Yeah, the Firebirds have been going extremely well. I think for us, we've just been doing the hard yards and behind the scenes, and I think just being able to kick on and get a few victories, play 4 games at Hagley is amazing. A few under lights. He was playing under the lights last night. How good's that?
Yeah, it was awesome to see the first women's domestic match under lights played here at Hagley Oval last night. A win for the home side is always good as well. That's the leg spin of that time from Kurt. Just the one. Good over so far, 3. I guess, well, crowds have been good too at Hagley Oval, like you're saying. Playing 3 or 4, you get used to the ground and the conditions.
Yeah, I think obviously 4 games in a row here, both games from the men and women. Yeah, sorry. Well, 4 games for us, and then it's the 4th game for the women. The wickets obviously started to slow up quite a bit, so the spinners have really come on board here, which has been good, and you can see that now. Obviously it's a bit harder through the middle.
Oh, it's the wrong one again. Good over from Mealy Kerr, just 3 from it. 96 for 3. Six for 3, 5 overs left in the Magicians innings. Spinner's doing a good job for the Blaze. Kate Abraham, 32 from 40, she's the key now. 18 from 17 is the partnership. Maddie Green's going to come into the attack, the skipper.
It's pretty good that you've come up here unscathed. It's a bit of a brutal game out there for the Firebirds.
Yeah, it wasn't great to see.
Out! What a start that is for Maddie Green. Jacinta Savage coming down using her feet and finds cover. And all of a sudden, the 4th is gone.
Well, first ball, Jacinta Savage trying to go over the top, just sliced it. Becky Burnswell, she's the tallest one going out there and wasn't going over the top of her. Jacinta Savage, she has to go for 6, 96 for 4.
Venga.
Leah Tahuhu comes in at number 6. Important role to do. Powerful hitter of the cricket ball. She comes in a little bit lower in the order, but she's got a slight promotion up to 6.
Well, she's a competition for that number 9 spot, but flipped the number around and gone to 6. So I don't know whether there's confusion or what's going on there, but no, she's a strong hitter, Craig, and really good between the wickets. Really, really fast athlete.
Golden arm, Maddie Green. It's a nice big bonus. Pick up a wicket off her first delivery. It was just trying to loft it over cover. Couldn't get the elevation she wanted. It's in the air but finds the gap towards the big boundary. The running's good. Ibrahim's coming back for 3. Excellent running.
There's that running. Just into Savage may have just got a little bit too close to the ball, so couldn't get that elevation. Cam, what's been effective for you guys? Been so successful here in the last few games from a bowling perspective. What would these girls be looking to try and do out here?
The change of pace, I think, is really crucial on this wicket. It's been played on a fair bit, as we mentioned earlier. But yeah, definitely. I mean, the spinners will just be trying to bowl relatively straight, trying to make the batsmen just work for ones.
It's in the air, but safe. Tamsin Newton and long on.
Yeah, I think you definitely saw in our game earlier today that it was challenging when the bowlers started bowling quite straight and it was hard to find the boundary. So just...
Good over from Maddie Green. 101 for 4. I guess the other thing, Cam, about Hagley over was the different size of the boundaries and trying to protect one side that is a little bit smaller than the other.
Yeah, definitely. So from a batting perspective, we definitely isolated the big boundaries, trying to find our twos. I think even from the first game, we played the CD and the Aces, and they were very good in the cow corner area. So they moved extremely well around the park, and it made it hard to find the twos. And I think once we actually figured out the better way to play that, so whether that was just slightly softer hands and then setting up to hit the ball a bit flatter, I think that's where the opportunity started to come to tick the strike rate up. I think at the moment, sometimes obviously in T20 cricket we want to try to find the boundary, but on a ground like this it's actually really looking for those twos. So how do we have slightly softer hands, just drop the ball into the leg side.
Different way to skin the cat. It's not always about the boundaries in T20 cricket.
Yeah, I think just generally most New Zealand grounds are a fraction smaller. So you're always setting up to hit that boundary straight away, and I think even on this ground, you're still looking to set up to hit the ball nice and hard and flat into the gaps of 4.
It's the wrong in.
But yeah, I think it's your ability to be able to pull out of that and then hit that 2, drop that 2, and that's where the strike rate keeps ticking over.
Way flat and hard, and that will be 4. Lovely shot to Tahuhu. Got onto that very quickly, touch short from Kerr, and she got punished.
Yes, she's obviously dropped a fraction short there, and Leah Tuhu got onto that pretty quick. Hit it nice and flat and hard, and that's what we were just talking about before. Obviously, when the bowler misses, that's where you got to try cash in.
Well, speaking of big Cam, I saw a photo yesterday of you in a singlet. Craig McMillan, he was sweating a few guns. He loved the gym. Good in the gym.
Biggest biceps I think I've ever seen.
Wild. Yeah, I think these days, obviously, we spend a lot more time in the gym, and you're always trying to find those 1%ers to get that little bit better. Maybe I'm a little bit more passionate about it.
You got any tips for Craig then?
I'm past tips, trust me.
Yeah, I think sometimes as well, I think with that is there's a lot of mental side of the game that you really got to take on board, and some things we talk about life balance now as players, and really trying to embrace the game and enjoying the game, but also having things outside of it.
Looking for 2, we'll just get 1. That's the end of Millie Kerr's spell. 108 for 4. Yeah, that perspective's really important, Cam. You know, sometimes you can get in your own wee cricket bubble, and cricket's a tough game. You fail more than you succeed a lot of the time, so mentally it can be really tough. So just having that perspective, and some players find it in they have kids, when they get married, just to take a focus off the game at times and give you something else to worry about, which can be important.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're definitely talking about those things a lot more, and I think just the way you've seen the game being played now, guys are being a lot more fearless. Everyone's just, taking...
That's in the air, that's trouble. That's trouble because Newton's underneath it. Abraham's hold out. Maddie Green with the golden arm picks up her second. And another big wicket for the Blaze.
Obviously not the result she wanted there, but I'm a big fan of that, taking the risk and going for it, and that's how you get to those bigger scores. Obviously, yeah, we're always disappointed when we walk off the field when we get caught, but being able to take those risks is what generates the strike rate, is what brings the momentum into the game.
Ibrahim out for 34, 108 for 5. Really interested what your conversation with Cole McConkey was towards the end when it got a little bit close. A lot of singles. I thought you might have been looking for the boundary, but they actually bowled really well. Went down to the final over. What's the sort of chat that you guys are talking about?
Cole and I have spent a lot of time together, and we were both confident that we could get the job done. I think, yeah, from one end we
That's up, that's out. 2 and 2. Leading edge, Tahuhu now goes. All of a sudden this Magician's innings is falling apart. Maddie Green, what a golden arm, picks up her third. Trouble for the Magicians.
Well, back-to-back wickets, Craig, and she's on a hat-trick. Just bowled that into the pads, top edge, an easy catch from Jess Kerr. Leah Tahuhu has to depart. Magicians 108 for 6 now. Well, Missy Banks, golden arm from yesterday. 2 brilliant run-outs, changed the game for the Magicians. Looks like the matters have crossed, so Kirsty Nation, her first delivery to face the hat-trick. And Maddie Green, 3 in 3 balls. It's going to be flat and fast to the wickets, Craig.
Hat-trick, oh, full and straight, well bowled. Well played too. Kirsty Nation.
That's where you just defend it and you say, oh, I'm not giving you a hat-trick. No, you can.
3 for 5. It's in the air, but this time's safe.
Yeah, definitely. I think the hat-trick ball's always a funny one, but in your mind, if you're thinking 6, well, if it comes on how good, that's what we're looking for, and a good way to start a partnership.
It's a really positive approach.
Big job here for the Magicians. These last couple of overs. Yes, I can. It's got nice and pressure to the place. Oh, swing. Side edge, just the one. Banks off the mark. 10 for 6.
Hi friends, good morning. Please subscribe my channel, friends. Please
2
support
overs
me.
left. 110 for 6. Run rate's been pretty consistent around 6. Want 2 good overs here, just to finish off the innings. Lee Kasparuk into the attack, bowling her off spin. That's in the air and that's out as well. Oh no, an avalanche of wickets. What is going on? That is the 7th down now for the Magicians, and they're just digging a big hole for themselves.
Hi friends, good morning friends. Please subscribe my channel friends. Please support me.
So she's obviously looking to go for the big one there over mid-off. Didn't quite get it. Missy Banks out for 1, 110 for 7.
So trouble here for the Magicians. This is the wicket. Comfortable catch. This innings has just lost its direction, Cam, over the last 3 or 4 overs.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably hoping to be able to tick it over a bit more, but both of these batsmen can clear the rope and hit a boundary pretty hard, so they'll be hoping for that.
Laura Hughes, that's good use of the bottom hand. Oh, good use, goes for 4. What a way to start. Just shoveled that with the bottom hand and it was good power.
Yeah, great shot there. I think that's just a positive cricket they need to keep going with here. Obviously they've lost 7 wickets, but if they can get a couple of those away and keep rotating the strike here, if they can get over 125, 130, I think that'll be a competitive total.
First boundary for a while. Given some air. Oh, she's gone downtown. Oh, what a catch that is. What a catch. That's Sophie Devine down there. What an athlete she is. And that's the end of Nation. Short and sharp. Goes for 5. 2 wickets in the over for Kasparek. And she is on her way. Good catch. Never easy running in. Beautiful pair of hands. Nation goes for 5. It's 115 for 8.
What a grab from Sophie Devine there. That's the difference these days. I think what we're seeing is obviously teams are spending a lot more time on their fielding, and those kind of catches are underrated. I think running in, actually trying to see the ball and judge it is not easy, especially on a bigger ground like this, where on the smaller grounds you generally know it's coming, but on a ground like this it's just hard to pick it up off the bat. So being able to run in aggressively like that and dive forward is actually a seriously good catch.
It sure is. Never easy at all when you have to come in like that. Sophie Devine made it look easy. I was going to ask you, how much time is spent on fielding? T20, it's so important. Oh, that's in the air and Devine's in play again. Oh, another catch. Back-to-back wickets. Wow, Kasparek doing a great job. Devine's got the hands and we've got a chance of another hat-trick.
That'll be the 3rd on for the day, won't it?
Wow, just finding the fielders. Devine was a long way in there. Nice comfortable catch. Laura Hughes goes for 1. Now the Magicians 115 for 9.
Yeah, I think, well, just with that situation there, we talked about going for it, but I think obviously now the key is to actually face the 20 overs here. Even if they get a run of ball here, they can still get over 120. It's competitive.
Yeah, sides hate getting bowled out within their 20 overs. So, Lee Kasparek on a hat-trick. 4 for 22. What great figures. She's got 1 ball left in her spell on a hat-trick. What are you thinking here, Cam?
Well, the way it's going, I'll just toss it up and see what happens.
Oh, she doesn't, but it's nice and straight. Well played, well bowled, terrific spell. 115 for 9.
Serious spell there. They're obviously the game-changing moments. just those little runs at the end there, that can make the big difference. And that's serious 24 for 22 or 4. That's impressive stuff. I think just generally here, obviously on smaller grounds you're looking for that like 140, 150, but I think at 125 here will be a good challenge.
Yeah, that's a good point. Talking about the different size New Zealand grounds that you find around the country and how you need a different approach to them all. Some of those smaller grounds you can hit your way out of trouble with boundaries. Maddie Green to bowl the final over. Whereas here at Hagley, you've actually got to skin the cat a bit differently in terms of your running between the wickets, and there are some big pockets on the ground if you can access them.
Yeah, definitely. It's a bit of a tactics thing here, just trying to put the bowler off, whether you use your feet and try and get in the gap or maybe a little lap.
Swung away, just the one. The fielded well, have the Blaze. Being very sharp in the field.
They're doing a great job out there. It's awesome to see. Lots of movement. I think that's crucial in T20 cricket. Lots of movement.
It's in the air. It's in the air. Oh, what a catch. Tamsin Newton, that is outstanding. Had to run in, then slide, and she's taken a very good catch. And that's 4 wickets for Maddie Green. What a performance from the skipper. And the Magicians have been bowled out for 117. Terrific fielding and bowling performance. And this is the final wicket. Asmussen, oh yeah, not easy. Came in an awkward height. But she's an athlete, very good fielder. That is a terrific performance from the Blaze. Job half done. They should be very happy with how those 20 overs have gone. So the Magicians, after winning the toss and deciding bat first, have been bowled out for 117. Amy Satterthwaite with the star, 52 from 28, and Ibrahim 34, and then single figures for the rest of the batswomen. Never really got going. The bowling was outstanding. One for Jess Kerr at the top, 2 spinners, Casper Wick 4 for 22, Maddie Green 4 for 9, 2.3, and Jet Li got the key wicket, Amy Satterthwaite. Right, let's head downstairs to Katie Martin and see who she's got.
Yeah, I've got Maddie Green, 4 for 9, wisely bowling. You'd be pleased to pick up a few wickets.
Yeah, it's nice. Nice being the captain, bring myself on to get the tail out.
I'm not sure if it was a tail, Maddie, but I'm sure you take that. But really well, good bowling effort. Lost 6 or 7 wickets in those last 5 overs for Canterbury, so you'll be pleased to peg them back.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought Ibrahim and Amy Satterthwaite were looking really dangerous there, and I think, credit to Zara Jet Li, it's probably only her second bowl of the season, and come on to get the big wicket of Amy was crucial for us.
Chasing 118, what's the approach for this Wellington lineup?
Oh, look, I think we just have to play smart cricket, obviously try to take the game on, but at the same time, it's a used wicket, so it's going to be tough going, and, one of our key batters has to do the job out there.
All the best, Maddie.
One of our key batters has to do the job out there.
This is Maddie Green. She got a wicket off the first ball. A little bit of a golden arm to skipper. And then she got the second one. She was on a hat trick. Did a good job bowling her off spin. Magicians keep chipping it down the ground and finding the fielders. Right, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have the Blazers chase. Welcome back to Hagley Oval, where final preparations going on before Wellington Blaze will be chasing 118. Started with a little bit of swing from Jess Kerr, got that ball moving, and then she picked up the big wicket of Frankie Mackay, who hold out to mid-on, just lobbed that up, comfortable catch. Brought in Amy Satterthwaite. Wow, how well did she play? She found the middle of the bat, not many others could. That was the shot of the day for me. That was beautiful. Nat Cox came and went pretty early, and then it was a partnership between Abraham and Satterthwaite. She was in boundary mode. 5 boundaries and 7 balls at one stage, and the Blaze were looking a little bit vulnerable. The lovely 50 from Magicians left-handed, and then she holed out. That came out of nowhere. That started a collapse. The other one who continued on was Kate Abraham, who continued her good form from last night. Savage came and went, and then all of a sudden it was a procession. Maddie Green following her off spin. Nice comfortable catch. And Leah Tahuhu got a leading edge. That again, a nice comfortable catch. The innings was really falling apart at this point. She Banks came and went. Lee Casper also picked up 4. And that was an excellent catch by Sophie Devine. 2 in a row did Casper. That was a comfortable catch. So did Sophie Devine, 2 catches in a row. And the last wicket was Maddie Green. It was her 4th wicket. 4 overs, 4 for 9. Good catch by Tamsin Newton. Not many highlights here for the Magicians, plenty for the Blaze. It's a sorry looking batting card, just those 2 contributions. Satterthwaite and Abraham, and then the rest of it, not much to report. 117, well that should be light when you look at the power the players that the Wellington Blaze have got in their lineup. Bowling point of view, well it's pretty good. Jess Kerr, 1 for 25, 2 spinners. Casper, 4 overs, 10 dots, 4 for 22. The Golden Armour, Maddie Green, 2.3 overs, 8 dots, 4 for 9, who did all the damage.
Hi friends, please subscribe my channel friends.
So the target for the Wellington Blaze is going to be 118. A comfortable 5.90, and got the big guns out early. Sophie Devine, they will need her wicket nice and early. Katie Martin, if they're going to defend this total.
Yeah, she's the key wicket, Craig. Great finish to the bowling innings from the Wellington Blaze. Sophie Devine, most powerful hitter in women's cricket, just domestically, but all around the world. She spent a couple of weeks in isolation after coming back from Perth, and she had 2 days of throws with Bob Carter, and that was enough to find her timing. She's a special player. Her matchup with Frankie Mackay, I'm looking forward to that. I'm sure there'll be a few chirps and energy out there from Canterbury.
I'm looking forward to the matchup against Leah Tahuhu. Maddie Green as well. Very good player at the other end. Perhaps a little bit overshadowed just because of who she's batting with, but it's a strong batting lineup for the Blaze. I want to get off to a good start. Now, what can the Magicians do with the ball? Gonna need early wickets.
I'll tell you one thing that Leah Tahuhu will do, and she will not pitch it anywhere near the swinging arc of Sophie Devine. It'll be short length delivery, looking to bowl a shorter delivery, try and tuck Sophie Devine up. Sure we'll see a couple of bounces from Leah.
Oh, it's way down the leg side. tough for Laura Hughes. Yeah, cool wide.
It's definitely a strong breeze that's got up, pushing across the field there. Just caught the ball and kept going from Tahuhu.
Well, she's got to be on song right here from the start. There's no... You only score 117. You don't have many runs to play with. You've got to be on it from ball one. Set the tone. Short cutaway, lovely shot. That is a lovely shot. Just got a little bit of width to Maddie Green and she didn't miss out.
Well, first ball, great timing from Maddie Green. Just wide and short on the front foot, leant back, played that nicely under her eyes. Just good timing, wasn't it?
She looked like she had time as well, just leant back, picked the gap. Pressure goes back on the bowler. That's a better area there. Down to third man for one.
As we talked about yesterday, Craig, Leah Tahuhu bowling more at the stumps. In the last 3 years, percentage of hitting the stumps has significantly increased. She'll want to look to attack the stumps for Maddie Green, and mind that as an option for Sophie Devine as well. As this is a short delivery, square leg out.
Bouncer, swing and a miss. Devine's disappointed she didn't catch up with that.
Yeah, she was saying that was going up and over point. Just couldn't get anything on it. So Sophie Devine played for the Adelaide Strikers, not on the last year's but the previous year's WBBL, and got a similar delivery, caught in the final at third man, so that'll be playing in the back of her mind. It's a tactic a number of teams are looking to employ Sophie Devine.
Third man's in play. Fine leg and third man in play. Wonder if she goes short again. Fuller, flicked away by Devine. Maybe off the pad.
Well, one thing we'll see both from these two, not just the power of Sophie Devine, but they're very, very good between the wickets. Both open for the White Ferns as well in T20 format. Very quick. Kiri run against the Otago Sparks, which they were reflected upon, but great runners.
Good bouncer. Devine goes underneath it. First over done, 9 without loss. Oh no, where's the bat gone? Start them young down here. Oh, there it is. Oh no, it's gone. That's not a great game, that one. Not for Mum anyway.
Maybe she just wants to get out there, Craig. Jump me over the fence, get out there. Someone give her a wee mag's top. Gabby Sullivan into the attack.
The fielding has to be good from the Magicians when you're defending a total like they are. We saw last night they were outstanding in the field, Katie. 4 run-outs. They were at their best. That's the standard they're going to have to set this afternoon as well. Oh, a little bit of swing away. Can you believe it that Sophie Devine still not yet off the mark after 4 deliveries?
Yeah, she's a bit slow today, isn't she? Old Sophie Devine. Talked about Kate Ibrahim not getting the timing after scoring a good score.
that's well bowled and well played. Just angled in, she played it so late, and she'll pick up 4. Nice way to get off the mark. That was very clever.
Just finesse from Sophie Devine. Not too far from that off stump. Yeah, she's picked up her timing now, Sophie Devine. Wow, that is just over the top of middle and off. When you're in that form, those ones also come off part of the bat. It's a good way to get off the mark for Sophie Devine. See, Craig, 4 or 5. What are you talking about?
Going to be gutted as a bowler. That was a nice piece of bowling. Just kept angling in. Played it so late, allowed it to come all the way. Thinking, oh, I've got another dot. There's another dot. No, it's gone for 4. So third man put back and play. 2 behind point as well. Strong offside field. That'll be wide.
Oh, you can see my anguish from the other day, can't you? You put the ball in a good spot and it also goes for 4. But that's what you want to do. You want to be able to bowl your best delivery, and sometimes a batter can play a good shot. And you just tip your hat and you say, well played. Go back, keep that consistency. And I think they'll be just trying to be patient with Sophie Devine, try and force an error. Seen such maturity in Sophie Devine's batting as she's got older. Just plays good cricket shots.
It's okay, that's inside that wide line. A little bit of outswing, a little bit of shape for Sullivan.
Well, when you're in form, Craig, you watch the ball all the way.
Staying wide to her, that's the plan here, Katie, but unless it's perfect execution, it's going to be difficult to implement. There is that protection out at wide cover. They're obviously going to stay away from the stumps and see if she can spoon one up to that fielder at deep cover. That is risky.
I think the other option they're looking here, Craig, is that catching at point. Trying to get outside the eye line of Sophie Devine, get her reaching. She's got very, very fast hands. So just trying to entice her to try and hit that width.
Oh, that's straight out and that's been dealt to. That's why Gabby Sullivan's been bowling wide of off stump, because when she bowls straight, that's the result.
Yeah, she's just straightened her line. Not got much of that, Sophie Devine. Just hangs on the back hip, but just enough. She can get that up and over. She seemed disappointed she didn't hit that for 6 then, didn't she?
That's how well she's hitting it at the moment. Can come off the toe of the bat and still runs away for 4. Oh, that bouncer, that'll be another wide. 4th in the over. It's a really difficult plan, this, for Gabby Sullivan, I reckon, Katie, because probably is one she's never practiced before in terms of bowling that wide, under the pressure of bowling to Sophie Devine as well. Really difficult. Straighter, and that's the top edge that's going to pitch and stop into the breeze. Be time for 2. It's an expensive over. It's gone for 15. It's 24th out loss.
For more live matches.
I reckon that's a really tough plan for a bowler. Interesting what the Magicians will do now. I guess you could say at least there is a plan, something different. Throwing a challenge to Devine, but didn't work that over.
Yeah, it is a tough plan. I think with that bigger boundary on the leg side. Talked to Amy Satterthwaite yesterday and asked her how she'd get Sophie Devine out, and she said just get a miss time on the leg side, could be a good option. I agree. I think just that change of plan, bowl bit straighter, set the protection up on the leg side. It's a bit of a worry though, isn't it? The plan is hope that you get a missed time, but she's in such good form, Sophie Devine.
Yes, it certainly is. Good start by the Blaze, 24 from the first 2 overs. That's edge, cut away down to third man in the air. Oh no, it's gone for 4. It's spun late. Sarah Asmussen couldn't make the change she needed to, and it's beaten her and gone for 4.
I saw a couple of misfields down there yesterday's game. Just that third spin there to Huhu. She won't be too happy about that. She'll look to tighten it up, try and attack the stumps of Maddie Green here.
Lucky enough to have Jacinta Savage on the microphone. Jacinta, Craig McMillan and Katie Martin upstairs. Not quite the ideal start.
Yeah, not ideal, but that's okay. We'll just see if we can get some wickets in the power play and then see if we can get the ball moving from there, I think. Good layout.
Always difficult, I guess, when you're playing against a Blaze side that contains Sophie Devine, but I'm sure there was plenty of talk and some plans put in place.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, all the bowlers have come up with their individual plans, so it's now really it's all that we go out there and try and execute them and see what we can do. Talked a lot about just bowling our best ball and really focusing on that.
Oh, that's in the air. That's put down. Gabby Sullivan at mid-on. We talked about how good the fielding was last night against the Northern Spirit. That will be a little bit demoralising seeing that go down, Jacinta.
Yeah, a little bit, but yeah, look, you normally back Gabby to take those ones every day of the week, but that's okay. We'll just have to park that one and move on and wait for another chance and capitalise on that one.
Jacinta, we saw you get a good whack on the hand the other game. How's that trucking along?
Pulled away for 4, lost her line that time to Huhu, and that lady there is not going to miss out on those sorts of deliveries. Lovely shot.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I just got a wee knock on it, or a couple of knocks actually on it against Auckland, but that's okay. It's bandaged up and we'll be right.
What was the message at the halftime break, Jacinta?
It really was just making sure we have really clear plans, really clear fields, and just going out there and executing what we want to do really. Obviously we've got to take early wickets to get into this Blaze order.
Well, good luck with that. Thanks for your time. We'll come back to you a little bit later.
Cheers, thanks guys.
33 without loss. Problems for the skipper, deep in thought. She's going to turn to one of the stars with the bat today for the Magicians, Amy Satterthwaite. Played beautifully. She's going to bowl some off spin. So Kai's having to chop and change her bowlers around because it's been a quick start. Bit of a surprise. I thought we might have seen Frankie Mackay on a little bit earlier. Match up against Sophie Devine, but she's gone with let's see what happens. Use of the feet by Green.
It's good confidence from Maddie Green. First ball using her feet, Bit of drift away for Amy Satterthwaite here with that wind blowing across. Very strong through the offside Maddie Green. Can hit nice sixes over mid-off, long-off, which isn't, you don't see that often in women's game. It's hardest area to get the power to, but yeah, she's cleared the rope plenty. Well, this is the matchup, isn't it, here? Amy Satterthwaite, Sophie Devine. I think Sophie, she'll be looking to eye this up. Only 2 fielders out, long on and mid-wicket. Plenty of discussions. Plenty to think about for Frankie Mackay. Oh, she's just whacked that deep through square leg, Sophie Devine. She's brought that sweep shot into her game. First delivery, got out on that one, no square leg, and that has absolutely rocketed to the boundary.
So powerful, and such a skillful shot too. Up and over this time. All the way, no, 1 bounce 4. Well, Devine's into her work, and she's not mucking around.
It's just pure brute power from Sophie Devine. She's come down the wicket, dropped it short, got herself still, and she is throwing everything at that. She's not even middled that, Craig. That was going a long way.
That's the scary thing. She's hit that flat and hard. She found the boundary there. She has too. What a big finish to the over. It's gone for 13. And the Blaze are 46 without loss. Wow. Devine just like that. 26 from 13. 3 boundaries in a row. So skillful, so powerful. See the bowler sweating under pressure because they just know if they miss, it's going to be really costly. .46 without loss, 4 overs. The Blaze are in a hurry. Just into Savage, who we were just talking to on the mic, now has the ball in hand. Oh, a little bit of in-swing, nicely bowled.
Oh, Sophie Devine, she was none off 4 and she has raced to 26 off 13. 26 runs, just the 9 deliveries, Craig. That's just power hitting. Sooner bring into a game that sweep shot, hitting more square of the wicket against the spinners. Scary option.
She's striking at 200, she's hit 6 boundaries. And Chishins are going to have to see the back of her very quickly or this is going to be done and dusted. No time at all. Lovely shot. This time it's along the ground, but through cover. Beautiful timing and another boundary. That's number 7 for Devine.
Slightly over pitch from Savage, trying to get that in swing. Sophie Devine, she's just played a pure cover drive through the field. 30 of 15 deliveries. Wow, she just continues on this form, Sophie Devine.
It's well bowled by Savage. Still going to come back for 2. Good running. Really good running. So the good balls are going for runs. That's frustrating.
Here we see Sophie Devine move her feet around the crease. More of late. Trying to get the ball in her hitting arc. Jacinta Savage do here?
Two maybe is the call. And it's just the one. Don't know whether that's good news or bad news for Frankie.
Well, I like this move from Frankie Mackay. I think the other over would have been a good opportunity for her to bowl, but you want your best bowler to be bowling against the best batters, don't you? We talked about this matchup, bit of an ego play.
Two fielders out, long on, deep mid-wicket. And so Devine says, I'll hit you through the offside for 4. No boundary fielders out there, that is just class. This is another level. Devine continuing on.